If you watch my video about the press conference, you will remember that I said that she was one that as soon as she came out, she already felt like a winner. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're gonna be talking about some of the candidates that in my opinion are the biggest dark horses this year for Miss Universe Philippines. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because if you guys noticed so far, the trend when it comes to Miss Universe Philippines ever since it became an independent organization is that every single year so far in 2020 and 2021 they have crowned a candidate that was considered to be a dark horse. And I came to this realization just a few days ago when I was scrolling through my old videos and I found an interview that Bea did back during her Miss Universe days, and this is what she had to say.
Well, my journey was greasy. You know what? I started to be a dark horse. Nobody noticed me. Nobody knows I was in the competition up until the preliminary and the coronation night. And when I won, I received different comments. Of course, there were people who didn't expect me to do well, who think that I cheated. That's why I need to redeem myself in Miss Universe. I really need to do well in this competition. And the thing is, I love pressure. I love criticism. I get better every day with that. You tell me I cannot do that, I turn to you and I'm gonna say that no, I can do it for myself.
And to be honest, I think that Bea's year was very similar. There was a lot of hype around Bea, but not a lot of people were seeing her as the potential winner. And then she went on to prove everyone wrong. So, just so that we don't fall into the same trap this year, I have prepared for you a list of 5 candidates that, in my opinion, are the biggest dark horses in this year's edition. And you might ask yourself, what is a dark horse? Well, according to my own definition of it, is a candidate who has what it takes to get the title, but perhaps there is not as much hype around them. They don't have as much visibility as some of the veterans or some of the more known candidates. So hopefully through this video, we'll be able to talk a little bit more about them and give them the recognition that they deserve. As usual, if you enjoy my video, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section if you agree with my list and if maybe you would add someone else. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it. Alright everyone, so just to get things started, I think that we have to talk about Charly Sun representing Victoria City. Of course, I have seen a lot of comments about Charly, and let me tell you, I do agree with you that the girl is stunning. Now, if I'm being fully transparent, towards the first part of the competition, I felt like Charly was staying a little bit behind when it comes to the online challenges. Not that the quality wasn't there, but I felt like she was being overshadowed by some of the other candidates, some of the front runners in a way. However, I am really impressed by some of her looks, and I really love and appreciate the fact that she embodies, you know, what a typical Filipina looks like. The morena skin, the very rich dark hair with the voluminous lips. I think that she definitely has the look, and oh my god, those cheekbones, you know that people actually pay for cheekbones like that? Well, she got them naturally, so you better rock them, girl. Personally, I was pleasantly surprised when I found out that she made it into the top 32. And let me tell you, the moment that I really decided that she had become a dark horse and a potential candidate at this point was during the press conference, because the girl walked on the runway with such confidence that I told myself, maybe there's something here that I'm missing. We cannot overlook her anymore. For those reasons, I think that we should give her a chance and maybe look a little deeper than the surface, because Charly, with her natural looks and her confidence, might just become the next silent killer. Next one on the list, we have Bea Sanchez representing Bulacan. Very similar case with Adele compared to what I was telling you to Charly. I felt like in the beginning she was being a little bit overshadowed, or she was just not standing out of the crowd. Not that she was not performing well, but there were just other people that were getting the attention. However, in retrospective, when I go back and look at her swimsuit presentation, when I go back and look at her runway video, I can definitely see a lot of potential in this candidate, because her beauty once again is very natural, very delicate, very fierce simultaneously. So when you get that mix, it's really the best of both worlds. Her body, I mean, her physique is just stunning, very statuesque, very slim, and you can see that the girl has been working and hitting the gym because her body is toned no matter from which angle you're looking at it. It was really during the interview challenge that she was able to get my attention, and from that moment on, I really made sure to double check everything that she did previously. And going back to the press conference, I think that she was one of the girls that looked the most confident whenever she had to go out and present herself in front of the media. She had a lot of presence on stage and she felt like such a natural in front of the cameras, in front of the organization members. We all know that that can be nerve-wracking, but she handled it like a pro. So of course, when you have the facial beauty, when you have the physical beauty, and when you have the communication skills as well to communicate with the audience, it's undeniable that you have the potential to make it into the top 10, top 5, and even maybe get the crown. Number 3 on my list, we have Luber Bond representing Pangasinan. And when you look at her performance as a whole so far, I think that Lu really had a very interesting journey so far in Miss Universe Philippines. First of all, let's talk about her facial beauty. I really do appreciate her Filipina features, the cheekbones, the lips, the beautiful eyes, and there is just a lot of mystery around her. Looking back at every single one of her challenges, I think that she gave us a lot of variety and different sides for us to be able to get to know her better. Which I think that in the beginning of the competition was a little bit overlooked because of maybe like the lack of mainstream support. But the more that we advance within the actual activities of the pageant, the more that I'm getting to appreciate this girl. I don't know if you guys can see it, but to me, she looks very similar to Samantha Panlilio in certain photos, especially the second photo. If you look at her, I mean, twins. And also in terms of styling, she's one of the candidates that has been delivering very different things for every single challenge. I can think of her swimsuit presentation with that neon swimsuit. I can think of her tourism video that you can see a photo right here, wearing a traditional costume representing a warrior princess. And the dress and hairstyle that she wore for the press conference, I think that was definitely a highlight of the night, and that really made her stand out. So I don't know if you guys share my opinion, but to me, Lu is really one that we need to keep our eyes on. Number 2 on my list, we have Dominique Luper representing Cebu province. I'm sure that this is no surprise for a lot of you because Cebu has been doing so well in pageantry lately. All of the Cebu girls are snatching crowns and just like getting titles, and it's just crazy back and forth. And I think that Dominique is no exception. I feel that maybe in the very beginning of the competition, most of the attention for Cebu went towards Chantal Schmidt representing Cebu City. However, Dominique Luper representing Cebu province has been performing just as well. I mean, first of all, look at her in that photo with the yellow background. Don't you see Jennifer Lopez right there? I mean, fierce. It's giving me diva, entertainment, glamorous, empowered woman, you name it. Same thing with the second photo here where we can see more of her body. It's definitely toned. She has put a lot of work into her physique, and you can tell. And that also comes with a very powerful aura. If you watch my video about the press conference, you will remember that I said that she was one that as soon as she came out, she already felt like a winner. I saw kind of like a resemblance with Bea in a way. She reminded me a little bit of Bea in the way that she walked, in the way that she just interacted with the audience as she was being introduced to the media. And I think that those are things that we need to keep in mind as we go within the competition, because the most obvious candidate is not always the winner. Just think back of previous years and you will see a trend. So even though she has a very sexy side and very fierce, she also can give us a little bit more toned down and conservative side. For example, even if I look at the swimsuit photo, which for me it would automatically be attached to sexiness, I think that her photo is just very classy. I really appreciated it. And same thing for the last photo. I think that her overall look is very polished. I could think of maybe like an ad, maybe a campaign for a brand. So Lu can really deliver all of the colors of the rainbow. So I'm excited for her. I think that she's gonna do well. Hopefully she does well. And whatever happens, we will be rooting for you, Lu. Alright, so finally, I have to introduce you to my number 1 pick as the dark horse of the competition. And what this means is that if there was a dark horse that had to win the competition on the 30th of April, I think that it will be this one based on her run within the competition up until this point. And of course, I'm talking of Vanessa Carro representing Iloilo province. I am sure that just like it happened for me Vanessa Carro really grew on you as the competition was advancing. For me personally, I was not really noticing her that much in the beginning because of course we get caught into the big names and the ones that are really performing and the ones that are delivering big productions and you know all of that. But Vanessa had a very slow but steady growth within the competition and her public visibility. The first time that I remember people telling me, Louis, check out Vanessa, look out for this girl, she is here to do something big, was during the runway challenge. I think that at that point she didn't make it within my top 12 and people were calling me out about it, and when I look back in retrospective, I really see the potential of this woman. Don't get me wrong, because one candidate doesn't make it within one specific list, it doesn't mean that automatically she has no chance of winning the title, because you want consistency as a whole, so it's not always just being the best within one challenge, but performing really well for most challenges. Just like it happened with Ideal, it was during the interview challenge that Vanessa really amazed me. At that point, actually she made it to the top 1 of my list for the interview challenge. So I thought, you know what, she has the brain, she has the facial beauty, she has the physique as well, so she might also just be the one. Some of the people who criticize her say that her beauty is not for Miss Universe, but rather they will see her competing for another institution such as Binibining Pilipina or Miss World Philippines. However, I think that up until now, Miss Universe Philippines has been around the waters of breaking barriers and breaking stereotypes, so I don't think that Vanessa's beauty belongs elsewhere. She's in the right place and she has what it takes to get the crown. So I think that we should give her a fair chance instead of judging her and saying that, oh no, she cannot do it because of this, because of that. Because when it comes to the work and the actual performance, she has delivered what is expected of her since the beginning. And as I said before, I feel like she has not peaked within the competition just yet. So hopefully the best is yet to come for Vanessa. So there you go everyone, those were my top picks, dark horses of the competition so far this year. Keep in mind that although we're calling them dark horses, this is a very important category because judging by the trend, one of the dark horses in the competition has always been the winner of Miss Universe Philippines ever since they became an independent institution. So let me know down in the comment sections, what do you think about the list, if you will maybe add or remove someone and why. And at the same time, while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on my video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug, please. You know, this is a tradition on the channel. I love you, I really appreciate you. Thank you for your time and being here with me. And until I see you next time, oh my god, I'm struggling with my camera. Please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.